second segment of our weekly meeting, which is a topic speaker. And today, okay, we're live on Facebook. Today, we are in it. We are in for a treat because the person that's gonna be today's topic speaker, even though I've known him for a long time, I work alongside with him. We meet for meals and drinks. I always learn from him, right? But I always feel like this gentleman that has done so much in Enagic, always have a lot of stuff to share. And the things that he shares, I think we all know who he is, right? It's on the flyer. All right. The things that he shares inspires you, either inspires you or give you the right strategies and put you on the right path to be successful in Enagic. Because he is not somebody that has not done it and tell you what to do. He is somebody that has done it, been in the business for 10 years. And now, today, I have the privilege of interviewing him so that all of us, all 242 of us here, can learn from Mr. Sam Seah 6A7-6. Ladies and gentlemen, before I bring him on, I want to ask everybody here a question. Are you guys excited to learn from Sam? Yes or no? If you're extremely excited, give me a yes in the chat box. If you're extremely excited to learn from Sam. Nice glasses, Sam. So let's welcome Sam to our call today. And I love to listen to him, to learn from him. And take notes, guys. If you have a notepad, if you have an iPad, whatever it is, take notes about what he's going to share today, because you will learn a lot and you can actually apply it. All right. So to all our Facebook friends, welcome to our weekly meeting. Today I'm interviewing. My name is Simon Loh from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Today I'm doing a Q&A with Mr. Sam Seah 6A7-6 on his 10 years of being in Enagic. All right. So Sam, I think we have a lot of people in the comment box who are very extremely excited. All right. So without further ado, let's start our meeting. So Sam, maybe you want to say a few things to everybody here before I go into my Q&A with you.
Hi there, guys. How's everybody doing? All right, great to be back here again. And now I'm actually the topic speaker. So, okay, I think you can start grilling me now, Simon.
Grilling you. Okay. So Sam has given me the green light to grill him because I love these Q&A sessions because when we ask the questions, right, we get the answers, and from the answers we will learn. All right. So first question to you, Sam. Guys, so pay attention, take notes if you need. When did you start your Kangen business? Can you tell us? Because a lot of us see you as today, wow, right? A guy that has not only opened up Malaysia and several other countries and having thousands of sales every month under your group. But not many people know your early days. When you first started, how was it? Can you tell us more about your early days, which is 10 years ago to all of us?
Sure. Okay, I wasn't doing anything at that point in time. Before I was introduced to Kangen, so I was like looking for a business to do. So each time when somebody and a friend calls me up and say that there's a new product in town or there's a new business, I'm all ears. All right, I am always all ears because I tell myself there's something waiting out there for me. Okay, and I cannot miss out on any opportunity just in case it is the right one that I've been looking for all these years. So every time somebody invites me to listen to something, I will always keep my mind open. So out of the blue, I got a call from a stranger. Well, he wasn't a stranger then, but he was 1 year prior to me getting a call from him. He was definitely a stranger. Bernard Chan, my sponsor into Enagic, and I got a call from him. He's from Singapore, and he told me that he's got this friend flying into Malaysia, and asked me if I would be open to listen to meet up with Pierre Chan. Of course. So I met up with him at the Starbucks cafe in Kuala Lumpur, and when I was introduced to the product, there was no demo done. It was only done through a PowerPoint, but to me it was like, this is a machine which was like replicating, or rather it was producing a water which is akin to those healing wells of the world. And to me, this was no ordinary, this wasn't a water filter. But when I asked him what the price was, He told me it was $4,000. I was like, oh, forget it. Forget it. It's impossible to sell because even I wasn't prepared to buy it. All right, but that was before I saw the demo. So that night itself, he told me that he could come over to my house, and I called up Cora, my wife, and invited two friends to come over to the house, showed us the demo, and that was when Cora and I saw it. We are in. So that's how we got started.
Wow. So initially when you heard the price of the machine, you were shocked. You were like, wow, so expensive.
Yeah. Yes.
What got you to get into the business or buy the machine from being shocked to buying it?
It was after seeing the demo. When Pierre showed us the demo, then I saw the true value of this machine. And at that point in time also, I invited the two guests into the very first demo. One was the general manager, or rather the chief operating officer of a water filtration manufacturer. They were manufacturing like 7,000 machines a month. And there was another guy who was a medical representative. So these two guys, so I asked them for their feedback. The chief operating officer of the manufacturer told me that this is not a water filter. That gave me a lot of confidence. Okay. And the other guy, the medical representative, was like, he was involved in marketing some stem cell therapies and all that, very expensive stuff. And he said that this must be the very machine that his doctor friend was telling him about. All right. And yeah, so it all clicked.
Yeah.
So that's how I got.
So it was the demo.
Decided that this was the one for me. And of course, when I first started, right, there's no way that although I said this was the one to do, but I wasn't sure how it would end up. I wasn't sure whether I was going to be successful, but it is something new. And especially when it wasn't yet in Malaysia, all the better. I like the fact that it wasn't in Malaysia. So now the saying goes, the early bird catches the worm.
Yep.
So I was like, I was the early bird then.
Yep. Thank you for that. So it was the demo that really got you really in to the business, and also to come out with $4,000 to buy the product. So I think, guys, the lesson here is no demo, no sales. If the guy that sold Sam said the machine didn't show him a demo, oh my God, oh gosh, I wouldn't be here. All right.
Yep.
So demo is so important. All right. So question number 2, Sam, when you got your machine, got your Enagic'S account, and you start cranking on the business, how long it took you to go 6A, and how did you do it?
It took me 3 months, just under 3 months. And how did I do it? I did what I subsequently found out was all-out massive action. Okay, I didn't know about this term called all-out massive action, or rather going in 10x or going in all in. But for the first 90 days, right, I was just all out. I was putting my entire heart and soul into this business. I was like, Kangen water was on my mind all the time, right? It was, I think Kangen water, I drink Kangen water, I eat Kangen water, I shit Kangen water, I slack Kangen water. Okay, so I'll be like on the phone. Once I get up, it's all about Kangen water. Right through the day, it's everything, nothing but Kangen water. And I was calling, making phone calls, packing people into the demos, and it was I was a man possessed. I was so obsessed about Kangen water, and when I was doing this then I remember, okay, I was like so passionate, a man possessed with Kangen water, that I was like operating I'm not religious, but I was like operating with this religious fervor on Kangen. And it was so, I was like a man on heat. Yeah.
So Sam, I mean, okay, so you went all out massive action without even knowing the term all out massive action when we subsequently learned it from other gurus and that. But so basically, what is all out mastery factory? You just every day wake up, you are on your business. You know, it's as if you took a bank loan of $10 million to do a business, and you have to just make it work. Is that the mentality you had?
Exactly, that's it. And it's like I had a tunnel vision, nothing else. I mean, even my family didn't come into my tunnel vision. It was just Kangen, and nothing but Kangen. So I was living to my wife to manage the family, and everything, every day, every minute was Kangen.
Wow.
Okay.
And Sam, initially, how when you made phone calls, because there was no office, there was no credit facilities. There's nothing, right, in Malaysia. When you made the phone call, where did you invite them to see the demo initially?
Of course, the first few demos was all in our home. Okay, so I called them up, and yeah, I'm on speaker view now. I'm on speaker view. Perhaps maybe with Simon or Egbert, you have to switch yourself to speaker view on your side, Simon.
1 second, because on Facebook Live. I think on Facebook Live, they're not seeing
gallery.
They're not
It's
seeing
gallery.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we have to carry on.
Let's go on.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's still fine. So basically, you started in your home, and what happened after that?
What happened after that? So after a while, right? The house was getting a bit too small, couldn't fit the people coming in. So I decided to go to rent a hotel seminar room, and we were like packing the first hotel seminar room. We had about 30 people in there. And then after that, it got bigger, 50 people. At one time, went on to about 100 people. And that's how I was doing it.
I see. So, guys, so if you're wondering how did Sam do it, it was initially just in his house. After that, he invested his own money, or obviously from the commission he received, or even no commission, he just went to make a bigger one. So I think we all, when we do this business, right, we must have that mentality to go big. And he was ready to go big. And let me ask you this, ladies and gentlemen, if you had to go in rent a hotel room to put 50 people to see a Kangen demo, are you willing to spend that money? Obviously, right? Because you're going to grow your business. All right. So thank you, Sam. That was the second question where I asked Sam how long it took him to become a 6A and how did he do it. So he shared. Basically, it's more on the mindset. If you ask Sam, what did you do that time? Did you put the pH tester here first or here first? It really didn't matter. It's about his mentality and the speed he was going. All right. So question number 3, Sam, for you is, what are your 3 biggest factor to success in Enagic? You can explain in detail your 3 biggest factor to success in Enagic.
Of course, I think the main one was, which I've just already given in a while ago, talking about going all up massive action, being a person who says, all right, tunnel vision just on Kangen, that's number 1. All right. Now, number 2 is having the vision. I mean, I had a vision of doing this big. All right. So because of my vision, that's when I I look at this business as huge, and which is why I was prepared to spend money to put into this business, and treated like I put in $1 million US dollars into this business, and treated like truly like a business. It's like it's like I've invested into a factory. All right, factory producing a machine, having expenses to run, having needing income to cover all the expenses, and really do it like a proper business, and not doing it like a hobby. It's like being very passionate about it. So that's number 2. What was the question again, Simon? What are
3 biggest factor to success, Sam? 3 of your biggest factor.
So okay, first one was putting in your entire energy into it. Number 2, having the vision that this is going to be big. Yep. And number 3 is this: put a lot of emphasis on training. So because when you bring in people, right, people need to be empowered. People need to really have clarity as to what this product is, clear all their doubts and uncertainty about that, that the machine is overpriced, that there are cheaper machines out there, and for them to also understand very well how the business works. In the business plan, like in the global partnership program, and also the 682 bonuses, which is why I suppose one of my key one of my biggest strengths in Kangen is in the training that my team is providing. Right. So again, all massive action, having a huge vision, and just continue to give the trainings that we do.
Right. So guys, I think if I may just summarize, because I see a pattern in what Sam just shared. His three things, right? The last one is more like the method, right? That what he applied. But the first two is basically he had a big vision. You see, a lot of us, when we have a small vision, right? I just want to sell one machine a month. Oh gosh. Then when you start your business like that, when your vision is only one machine or 5 machines a month, then you're not going to take the necessary steps to really explode this business. So I think vision is so important. And when Sam had a huge vision, he was obviously very, very focused. Because if you have a small vision, you wouldn't be very focused anyways, right? And then comes the method where he provided a lot of trainings, right? And we run the trainings together for our team to make sure that all of our team is always motivated, empowered, and they learn the right things to be successful in the business. Okay, so guys, 3 things. Once again, the first one is his full energy, his all out massive action. Just put in everything. Number 2 is his huge vision, how he sees himself in this business. And number 3 is trainings. Do it yourself, or if you're not a trainer, get your team members involved in a training. Oops, can we not share screen? Sorry, so I think somebody just shared screen. Yeah, so that's the 3 things. Okay. Now the next question, guys, are you learning so far? If you're learning, give me a number 1 in the chat box. Are you learning something from Sam now? Because some of you are very new. Some of you are here for the first time. Some of you just started your business. And this is from somebody that's been in the business for 10 years. And this rewinding 10 years ago is gonna, if you really catch what the essence of what Sam is saying, is gonna really help you explore your business. Okay? So guys, take notes if you need. Okay, so thank you for your response. Number 4, Sam. Now, if there's a time machine, right? I built a time machine. Yes.
Before that, Simon, I would like to add something else.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so let's say, another success factor. The fourth success factor is it.
The 4th one.
Okay. I think it's important that for those of you who are here, for 250 people who are here attending this meeting now, okay, I think the next tip I'm going to give to you is also very, very critical for your success in the Enagic'S business. And all of you here, you're attending this meeting because you're all distributors, and you want to be as more successful than you are currently, right? Which is this: don't just sell the machine, right? Don't just sell the machine. You have to sell the business as well. Okay. I know of a few people, they're so good in selling. They're so good in selling the businesses. Let me ask all of you here. Okay. I want you to get ready with the response to my next question. On a scale from 1 to 10, how do you rate yourself in terms of your capability in selling the business on a scale from 1 to 10? 1 being very, like, you're absolutely hopeless. 10 being you're super strong in getting the message across to your customers, right? So just type in your response. How good are you on a scale from 1 to 10? Okay. Fantastic. A lot of responses there. A lot of you, 10. Wow, you're good. Very good in selling the business, in selling the product. Christian Gabriel, Cynthia Gabriel. Okay, now listen to my next question. Okay. On a scale from 1 to 10, how good are you in terms of showing to your prospects that the business is doable? Don't type in your response yet. how good are you on a scale from 1 to 10? How capable are you in showing the business, the value of business to your prospects, right? Such that you can do the 4 categories protocol. You can explain the business plan. You can explain the 8-point system with such total clarity that the customers just get it, right? That when you sell a machine, they can get so much, and when they bring in somebody, their overriding will be so much. Okay, put in your responses now. On a scale from 1 to 10, how do you rate yourself in selling the business? Some of you, fantastic, right? Very good, very high scores. And now, if you are no good in selling the business, I see some with 4, all right? Some is, well, many of you are pretty good, right? And you have to get on to at least level 7 or 8, all right? You need to get yourself to a level on a scale from 1 to 10. It is more important for you to sell the business than it is for you to sell the machine. If you really want to be totally successful, okay, I'm going to say it right here, right now. If you want to really make a huge success of this business, right, it is more important for you to be able to sell the business more than you can to sell the machine. Both are important, but if I were to choose one, I would want to strengthen more on your ability to sell the business. So the ability to sell the business, it is very important. So that's a 4 success factor. And if you are not good in selling the business, it's time for you to brush up. Okay, over to you, Simon.
Okay, thank you so much, Sam, for the 4th one, ability to sell the business. Okay, we have a few more questions, so I'm gonna go at a faster speed now. So the next question after your 4th biggest factor is, if you had a chance to go back to where you started the business 10 years ago, there's a time machine. You can go back all the way 10 years ago. Is there anything you will do different? And if yes, what is it? Would you do different if you can start all over again?
Yes, I'll do differently. I work harder. I work a lot harder. All right. Like I said, when I said I went all out massive action, I was like a man possessed. Okay. I did that on about 3 or 4 occasions. Okay. I did it when I opened up Malaysia. I did it when I opened up India. I did it when I went to England for a while. I also did that all massive action. I also did it when I was in Dubai. Okay. I think in hindsight, right, I should have done it several times over even. I should have done it again in Malaysia. I should have done it again all over again in India, in Dubai, and in UK. So that's what I would have done differently. I would have done all our massive action over and over and over again.
Right.
Okay.
So how about in terms of the methods and whatever? Not, it will be about the same thing. You just work harder.
The methods would all be the same. Let me just type in the Facebook link. Somebody was just asking about it. Copy link. There you go. I think that should work. So I've just shared in the chat the link for the Facebook to see the Facebook. So yeah, that's what I would have done differently. I would have done all our message. Okay, you're back here, Simon?
Yep. Okay, so basically the method's same. It's just that you would have worked 10 times harder, right, to have a bigger market share now.
10 times harder well, not so much harder. I would have repeated the process over and over again.
The all or massive action process.
Right.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sam. So that's the 4th question. Now the 5th question now is, you've been in the business for 10 years, I would say, great success in the Enagic'S world across many markets. Now the Sam Seah 10 years already in the business. The Sam Seah that has all the knowledge that you have. What is your biggest goal now in your Enagic'S business after being here for 10 years?
Be the one with the biggest team in the whole world. So my goal is now to do 10,000 machines every month.
Wow.
Right, and I can only do that through my team. So okay. The other thing is this. many of the new distributors, right? Your vision is limited by what you see, right? And many of you only see the 8-point system. So you'll be looking at, if you have one guy who's under your 6A line and he's like so close to you, he could be a direct or just 1-2 levels away. You'll be focusing on him, and you tend to neglect those people who are maybe in your 1A or maybe who are already out of your 8 points. Okay, so what is important is this: you have to go deep down to support all your team members. All right. Now I have people who are like 12 levels away, 12 levels of 6A distributors and above. They're that deep. 12 levels away, I don't even smell their 6A. Their 8-point commission. But they're bringing me a lot of machines, right? And they're bringing me a lot of machines. And that is something that a lot of people don't get. They feel that some of them are so far away. They think that some of their distributors are so far away out of the 8 points that they neglect them. Don't do that. You have to support your team members all the way down.
Yeah. So Sam, your goal is 10,000 machines a month. Currently, where are you at? How many percent are you there?
Okay, I'm about 30% there.
3,000 machines a month. And a lot of us would have think that 3,000 is like wow, but Sam is to himself he's only 30% there. All right, so I wish you all the best, Sam, and hopefully we'll all be part of it when you hit your 10,000. All right, so that's your biggest goal, having the biggest team, doing 10,000 machines a month. Okay, so the next question is, today we had a lot of people in the chat. When I asked them who here are new for the Zoom call, new in Enagic'S, there's a lot of them. All right, there's a lot of response. So for the new people, this is for you. To the new people, what will be your greatest advice to a new guy, 1A or 2A, that joined Enagic'S today and they want to get to your position? What was your greatest advice you would give them?
I would give them a few, not just one. Okay. I think you have to look after your mind. You have to look after your mind. You have to watch how you think, how you believe, your vision. You have to guard your thoughts, because I think everybody being human, we are being ruled by our emotions, by our fears. You really have to mix with the right company. Be with the right people. Get yourself. You got to train yourself with the right mindset to be successful. Okay. I think for many of us, our default setting is negative, because we are so bombarded by so many negative news in the news that we read, in the news that we watch. All right, and the majority of people out there are quite negative. People, there'll be a lot of dream stealers. People will be like pulling you down, and they'll be telling you, especially for those of you who are new, who's never been exposed to direct selling, you'll be having a lot of people who want to try to save you, all right, from falling into this trap of doing multi-level marketing. Some of them may even have been through it and they have not tasted any success. So they failed. So you wouldn't want to listen to people who have not made it. You want to listen to people who has made it. All right.
Yep.
I think the biggest danger here is for the new people here, for you to listen to people who do not know what they're talking about. You want to listen to people who knows what they're talking about. All right. I would advise any new guys here, go and get equipped with training, with the right training. The Essential Kangen workshop, the one we do. Our signature training called the Essential Kangen workshop, which I've been doing for the last 6 years. And also get yourself plugged into all the trainings, all the meetings online. What is important is for you to build your faith in this product, in this business. And once you have the faith in this product, in this business, right, you will be unstoppable. Okay, so the biggest advice is the mindset. Okay, so you have to guard it, meditate, because you see, meditation is like, it's like going to the mental gym. All right. If you don't meditate, maybe you pray to God. That is just like, if you were to go to the mental gym, if you were to go to the gym for a workout, right? If you compared to not going to the gym for a workout, you're going to be a lot stronger. You're going to be a lot healthier. And similarly for your mindset, you need to go to your mental gym. Your mental gym meaning be with people with the right mindset who are positive, or practice your meditation, or read all the good books. All right, so that's one. One is your mindset. Number two is attend all the trainings. That's about it, really, Simon.
Yeah. So I've been wanting to ask this question. You talk about, having a great mindset, right? Because to battle all this negativity. When you started, I remember this story that you had a good friend that was selling electrical items in Malaysia. Okay. And at that time, I'm not sure how long you've been in the business and whatnot. You got a lot of not a lot of negativity, but you got some feedback from him. Can you share with all of us your experience on that friend of yours?
Okay. I think I must have been I was already selling about 200 machines every month. Then that was probably in my 24th month in this business. I was averaging about 200 machines every month. And this chap in another city in Malaysia called Johor Bahru, next to Singapore, I went there trying to develop the Johor Bahru market and Singapore market. And this friend of mine, he told me he owns 3 electrical appliance outlets, 3 shops. And for somebody who owns an electrical shop, you would think that he knows what he's talking about, right? Sells a lot of TVs, refrigerators, air conditioners, and the Kangen machine. A lot of people would think that this guy is an expert. He should be able to tell whether the machine can sell or not. So it's like telling me, Sam, your machine is $4,000. You can't sell this machine. And I was already selling 200 machines every month.
Yep.
Is it the authority to tell me whether the machine can sell or not? Or am I the person who knows? So it's a case. This is a very good example. I thank you for bringing it up, Simon. It's a classic case of listening. If any new guys were to ask him, right, he would just forget about the Kangen business. So it is a classic case of asking the person who doesn't know what he's talking about, or rather listening to the person who doesn't know what he's talking about, and not listening to the person who knows what he's talking about, which is me, of course. Right.
Sam, imagine you saw him as an authority and you listen to him. And you think that, oh gosh, cannot sell. I think, are you grateful that you met him after you're already selling 200 versus day one?
Of course.
So this is coming from a guy that, have been selling electrical items and have 3 shops. All right. So, and I also feel that it's a different industry, retail versus direct selling. So it's very different. All right.
I just want to add in a point here. Okay. Now, our machine is highly priced. It is a premium item. Okay. And I would say that perhaps sometimes it's very hard to get across the value of the machine to your prospects. Okay. So some people, they just can't bring themselves to accept that the machine or the price of machine is such at a premium price that it is the price of a medical device. But of course, a medical device will probably cost a few times the price of a machine. So one important thing that I keep stressing is this: sell the business. Apart from just selling the machine, you also want to sell the business. Okay, now I have one very important story that I'd like to share here, which I've said it over and over again. All right, and I need to repeat it. I need to re-emphasize it. I want to tell a short story. Gary Gunn, one of my biggest leaders here in Malaysia and across the world. Gary Gunn went over to a country in neighboring Malaysia called the Cambodia. He did a presentation for about 20 over people. He did a live demo. And everybody was so excited with all the color changes, the tea bag test and tomatoes and all that. And he told them the price, $4,000. And he asked the crowd, who is interested in buying a machine? No one put up their hand. Because people are still like reeling from a shock that it's selling at $4,000. So after that, he went to the second part where he talked about a business a franchise business. Now he asked the crowd, a franchise business, who knows a franchise business? KFC, of course, McDonald's. And it costs about $1 million to start a franchise outlet. Then he laid it bare for them. How would you like to start a business where you can sell where you can sell this product, right, to anyone in the world? And not only that, you can also sell that franchise-like business opportunity to anyone in the world. It doesn't cost $1 million. It only costs $4,000 as compared to $1 million. Who here in the room would like to own such a franchise for $4,000? Almost all the hands in the room put up. Raise a hand. Can you see the power of selling this as a business? Because when you sell this as a business, right, $4,000 to start a global franchise-like business is a no-brainer. So it is so much far easier to sell the business as to compare to selling the product, relatively speaking. All right. So take note of that. Take note of the story as well, the story of Gary Gunn. All right.
Gary Gunn's Cambodia story. All right. So guys, I really hope you got something big from there. And before I go on, Sam, we have about 20 minutes left. I have 2 more big questions for you. Okay. Guys, you would love to use that franchise-like story to get people involved, but just be careful not to tell people it is a franchise business. All right, because Enagic is not an official franchise business. Like Gary in Cambodia, he was using an example, right? Where you own a franchise, $1 million US, you can only sell in your city, but this is like a franchise business where you can sell globally. All right, so let me just reiterate again. Okay, now a franchise business is governed by the Franchise Act for many countries. I know they have the Franchise Act in the UK, in Australia, in Malaysia, Singapore, probably also in any Commonwealth countries such as India. So there are franchise laws to protect the investors. Okay, and Enagic prohibit us from calling our business a franchise business. If you want to get around it, right, you can just add in a hyphen like like. This is a franchise-like business, but it is not a franchise business. I hope I've gotten that message over to you. Thank you for clarification, because when people see it, wow, 4,000 US, $1 million US, it's like a no-brainer. Okay, so 2 more questions for you, Sam. The last question is this. Just now we helped the new joiners, people who have been in the business for a short while, and you gave them your tips, your strategies, your mindset, all the stuff that you shared. Now, I know on this call, you have people that have been involved for a year, for 2 years, some even maybe, 3, 4, 5 years. So people who are more senior or even leaders in Enagic who probably have stagnant, their business has been stagnant for some time due to certain challenges, personal or market conditions. What is your message to people like that?
Well, just get off your butt. You're just lazy. All right. A lot of people come into this industry, right, hoping to find somebody below in the team to crank the business. All right. Now, the important point about this business is this: you have to drive your own business. Okay, and you just have to make sure. You see, this business of ours, I think many of us in our industry, right? We've been fed the belief that this business is where you derive passive income, right? Nothing wrong with that. But you just have to make sure that our business is like a revolving door, right? You got to make sure that you have more people coming into our business as compared to the number of people who quit our business, right? This happens in all industries and in all companies. People will come, people will go, all right? So you just have to make sure that you keep on have new people coming in to replace the people who are leaving the industry. And as long as you be active about it, there'll be more people. You just have to put in the energy and not give up, right? Don't be lazy. It's as simple as that. Just get off your butt and now a business what is a business? A business is where you give value to your customers. So you have to reach out to the world and introduce our product, our business to the people out there who are waiting to be told about the Kangen product and the Kangen business.
So I think, Sam, you mentioned something like people leaving. People joining must be more than people leaving, and continuously do the prospecting and funneling to your business, and not just expect to bring 5 people on day 1 and just that's it, right? Close shop.
Correct.
We call it shake leg, right? So I think that's what you're saying. Not to do.
Not to do.
Any other more stuff you would like to share with them before I go into the next one?
Always okay. I learned this thing from Jeevan Sahadevan, my business coach from my previous business, and I like you all to write down this word. It's called, type in the chat box, initiative. Initiative. Okay. Always. You must always have new marketing initiatives. If nothing is working right, create a new marketing initiative. Always have a new marketing initiative for you to really get things done. So if your business is not moving, that means you do not have any new initiative. So have new marketing initiatives. All right. Perhaps maybe tell yourself that you want to get cranking again. Now you're gonna start looking for new pet shops or vets. Okay, that's a new initiative. You're gonna gun to talk to the pet shop owners and the new vets because that's a huge market as well. Another new initiative would be, I'm going to gun for the restaurant owners. Another new initiative would be, I'm going to talk to insurance marketing agents. I'm going to talk to insurance people to see how we can collaborate. Or another marketing initiative could be, I'm going to join various clubs. I'm going to start putting advertisements either in the social media or in the classifieds.
Right. So I think at this time you have given like more than 10 target groups for a lot of us to actually follow. And guys, those of you who have not joined Jeevan Sahadevan's Sales and Marketing Masterclass, please join the next one. All right. And I think if you want it bad enough, you're going to find ways to target more people into your business. All right. So thank you, Sam, for sharing about all these different target groups that you can do, new marketing initiatives. If you find yourself stagnant, all right, go out and get more people in. Okay. So I have the last question for you, Sam. And guys, I hope you're taking notes. The last question for you is this. You've been in the company, you've been in Enagic'S for the last 10 years. And you know our founder, Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro, very well. So what do you think of Enagic'S as a company and our founder? And how is Enagic'S different from other multi-level direct selling companies in the market right now?
Okay, I only have 2 things to say on this. First of all, you all must get to know our founder, Mr. Oshiro. Get his book, which is written about his life story. Mr. Oshiro had very humble beginnings, and this guy is he's like many of us, he's like many of us here. We want to make our life meaningful, and he's been through bad times, and it takes somebody who's been through a life journey, right, to want to benefit other people, which is us. So he wants to share. He's been so generous in giving a large chunk of the company profit out as the marketing cost to the distributors. So get hold of his book to understand where this guy is, where Mr. Oshiro is coming from. And we just celebrated his 80th birthday last month. Okay. Now, how Enagic'S is very different from all the other companies. Many companies out there, right? They're just getting a product, a third-party product from somebody else, and they just do the marketing. Okay, whereas Enagic has its own factory. The machine which produces the Enagic machine is owned by Enagic itself. So it is the manufacturer who's actually doing the marketing of the machines through us all. Okay. So it's a home, it owns its own factory. Now, number two, I would say almost all the Kangen distributors in Enagic. This company is very product driven. All right. People love the machine. In fact, many people come in to buy the machine first before they actually started working on the business. Because they want to be certain for themselves that the machine works. All right. And number three is this. I know there are a lot of people out there. Okay, let me just ask the crowd here. And I want to ask the crowd here. Type in a H. Type in a H if you believe that you are a honest individual. Type in the alphabet H. Right? All right? So no, I need your participation. There's about 200 of you. Okay, I'm going to ask. Okay, most of us. I mean, I should think that all of us are honest, or maybe most of us are honest, right? I'm going to ask the next question. I want you to be honest about it. Okay, I'm going to ask the first group. I'm going to ask the first group. If your answer is in the affirmative, type in there. No, you don't like. Only if you don't like. Let me ask you, for those of you here, who here, before you got to know Kangen, right? Before you got to know Kangen, answer only if your answer is no. You do not like multi-level marketing, or you do not like network marketing. Type in no if you do not like network marketing before you were introduced to Kangen. Hold it if it's a yes. Don't type in yes if you like it, but only if you do not like multi-level marketing. Type in a no before you introduce to Kangen. Look at that. I only wanted to know the no's. Everybody, look at that. There's no one here. There's so many people here who don't like multi-level marketing, and yet they are doing the Kangen business. Now, what does it say about the Kangen business? Right, this Kangen business is really meant. And okay, for those of you who love the Kangen business, right, you can type in yes if you love the Kangen business now. For those of you who love multi-level marketing, who love network marketing, before you were introduced to the Kangen business, you can type in your yes now. All right? Okay, I'm talking about before you introduce to Kangen. Right? Now, I've done this in many of our trainings, and it is so consistent. We have more people who don't like multi-level marketing than there are people liking this network marketing in all the trainings that I've done, right? Just that for those people who don't like network marketing, but when it comes to Kangen business, they like network marketing, or rather, it is because of the Kangen machine which converts their their aversion for network marketing from not liking to liking. So that's also another big difference for Kangen as compared to other direct selling businesses.
Right. So guys, Sam, if you look at the chat box, you have the no's were a lot, the yes was also a lot. Because your question for the yes people was even before Kangen, right? Was that correct, Sam?
Correct.
They love network marketing, right?
Yes.
So we are getting, two groups of people that are all into the Kangen business.
By the way, before I got into Kangen, I didn't like multi-level marketing. I mean, I like the idea of having the system, but I don't like the idea of selling the business. To sort of like to entice people to do the business. Okay, but we have a product here. This Kangen machine, the business, we have a very strong underlying engine, which is the product.
Yep.
So that's what make it so different.
So Sam, like when you say before this you didn't like multi-level marketing, direct selling, what was the reason? First, you said you didn't like the idea of they just sell the business, and what else that you didn't trigger you, and why did Kangen trigger you? Because of the product? only, or there are other variables?
Okay. You see, I've been approached by so many people, and some people just come to talk to me, and before they show me the product, they'll start talking about the business income. And then, I've had this experience. They just many experiences. People will come and show you the business. So they try to show you the money. And when they spend about 90% of the time, 95% of the time talking about how much money you can make. And they spend less than 5% of the time talking about the underlying product.
Yeah.
That really is like, and to them, they blatantly say it out that the product is unimportant.
Yeah.
So that doesn't work for me. And in business, for you have to deliver value, and you need to have a value in the product before you can move further. Yeah. And of course, with Kangen, Kangen has the ready infrastructure for you to do the business globally. Can you imagine doing this business? Imagine selling Kangen where you have to import the machine yourself. You got to pay for the container loads, or maybe pay for 10 machines, bring it in before you can start selling it. But here you can sell a Kangen machine without having to bring in the machine.
Yeah. And
you don't even have to pay for the machine. The customer pays for the machine, you get paid. And you can sell this product to anyone in the world using credit card. And in the months to come, registration will be online. All right. In the months to come, I think probably this year. Anywhere in the world, you can sell this machine through just guiding your prospects on how to place the order online. That is real. That is coming. They've been working on it for a long time, and that's going to roll out. I think they're going to start doing it in the US, followed by India. Will be the second country where they will roll this out.
Wow, awesome.
Okay, so those guys in India, you are the lucky ones, and the ones in the States.
All right. So Sam, just now you mentioned that it was because most of the guys were 95% money, 5% product, and Enagic'S were kind of like 50-50. We show a lot of the product, we show the business. I think also, would you agree with me that one of the reasons because a lot of network marketing companies, not to badmouth, but their products change all the time because they don't manufacture it. So there's also not much of emphasis that they want to put there. But in Enagic'S, we have our own factory. And that's where you mentioned that's the biggest difference.
Yeah, and the other thing about Enagic'S that I love the most is that it's so simple. It's only one product to sell.
Yeah.
Or maybe two.
Yeah.
We have the Wukon as well.
Yeah.
So it is unlike other traditional multi-level companies where they have 100 different products. Of course, the idea is the more products you have, the more things that you can sell to your consumers.
Yes.
But the thing is that is not simplicity. Like what I like about the iPhone. Do you all realize the difference between Samsung and iPhone? Samsung, or even the other brand, Samsung, they have so many models of mobile phones. You get lost as to which one you want to buy, right? They have the Samsung Note, they have the Samsung whatever. I don't. But with the iPhone, there's only one, iPhone 12. It's a matter of iPhone 12. You want the big one or the small one? But there's only one iPhone 12. Once they launch iPhone 12, that's it. There's no more iPhone 11. That's in the past. Yep. Life is so simple, right? Yep. You go to the restaurant, you have one thing to order. That's it.
Yep.
You don't have to crack your brains as to what to sell or what to buy.
Yep. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, have you gotten massive value from this Q&A session with Sam? If you got massive value, can you give me a number? Can you type massive in the chat box if you gotten massive value? Massive value means there's no point listening and not applying. I think Sam has dropped a lot of golden nuggets today for all of us, including myself, to apply. And Sam, we have 6 minutes more before we end our weekly meeting. Do you have any guys? Would you like to learn more from Sam? Do you want him to give you more? If you want him to give you more, can you say yes in the chat box? Okay, so Sam, I need to grill you some more. Because we have some little bit of time left, and I think it's really a privilege to have you here to share with all of us. What else can I ask?
What I would like to say is this: for those of you, right, who have never attended the Essential Kangen workshop.
Yep.
We're having one happening on the 26th of May. Heyman, are you there? Heyman, are you able to share the link and share the flyer as well? Okay, for those of you who have attended the Essential Kangen workshop, come back again. All right, come back again and again and again. If you want to build a business in Kangen, come to attend the Essential Kangen workshop over and over again, because you don't just get it by attending once. You get reinforced with your, what you want is you want to build your faith in the machine, you want to build your faith in the business, and repetition is the mother of all skills. Okay, I can't emphasize enough. And it's so simple. Some people actually build. I know some people in India and in Malaysia. They are okay. We have a mantra. Our mantra is no demo, no sale. For some of these guys, right, their mantra is bring people to the EKW, the Essential Kangen workshop. That's the second mantra. Okay, so they bring people to the Essential Kangen workshop for people to really get the value, to build their faith in the machine, and to build their faith in the business. So yeah, that's really that's the other advice that I have. Get yourself into the Essential Kangen workshop. Even if you have been to the Essential Kangen workshop many times, come back again and bring people in there.
Yep. So guys, by the way, the Essential Kangen virtual workshop EKVW is happening on the 22nd of May, which is a Saturday. Okay, and you can attend it. You know, is on Zoom. So get your team members to attend. So that's one thing that Sam also stressed on, and I also stress on to my team. It's all about attending our workshop.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to also say this, Simon. Ming Wei, my son. Okay. How I got Ming Wei, my son. Yeah, that's the Essential Kangen workshop. How I got my son Ming Wei to come into the Kangen business was because of the Essential Kangen workshop. He came one day. Okay, there's a story behind it. Okay, I'll just cut it short. And Ming Wei, I've been trying to get him to attend the Essential Kangen workshop for some time, and I just couldn't get him to attend. And one day I reminded him, and he said, "You mean it's happening tomorrow?" And I said to him, "Yes, you did promise me that you would attend the next one, right?" And I reminded him just one day before, and because he had promised that he would come, he attended. And as soon as he attended, that's when he joined the business. And the same thing happened with Thomas Yap, his friend and his downline, and also my friend's son. Thomas Yap, I actually invited Thomas Yap to attend. I invited Thomas' father to attend the Essential Kangen workshop. Thomas' father is from another city in Malaysia, and Thomas was working in Kuala Lumpur, where I live. So he sent the son, Thomas Yap, to attend the Essential Kangen workshop. And after which, Thomas quit his hotel job and joined me in the Kangen business. And the same thing with Simon Low as well. I think Simon Low, you attended the Kangen workshop, and after which you decided to do the business. And same thing with Heyman, and same thing with Sonia.
So many people.
Yeah. So if you want to build a business, are we still back here?
Yeah, we're still here.
Okay, let me see. So if you want to really grow your business, right, get yourself and your team members and your prospects into the Essential Kangen workshop. I can't stress that more.
Yep. All right, thanks, Sam. So guys, I think today's Q&A is coming to an end now. I just want to say, to reinforce what Sam said, I honestly don't think I would have joined the business if I didn't attend the Essential Kangen workshop. I think back then you call it a one-day business training, Sam, the first one that I attended.
Correct. And subsequently, I sort of, in fact, those days there were two workshops, 2 days, right? I felt that the first day workshop wasn't complete. So I created a second day workshop. And subsequently, I wrote a two days training into one, which is now called the Essential Kangen workshop. Yeah. Yep. And the content hasn't changed much for the last 5 years, except for maybe about 90% of the contents are the same as from 7 years ago.
Because
right? Now, yes. Someone is requesting for the EKW link. Let me see if I have it here. Would anyone have the link to share?
Herman, buddy, do you have a link? You can post it in the chat box. The link is more important than the flyer. If you click on the link, you can get the whole thing. Yeah, Herman, can you help us out?
There's a bit.ly. I think it's bit.ly oblique EKBW 22nd 0521. Is it?
Somebody just shared a screenshot. Tika.
I'm not sure.
Is that correct?
Anyway, I'll be sending out the flyer again. I'll be sending out the link again. Anyone here who knows what the link is? Okay, okay. Give me a second. But I think you have to type it because this link doesn't work. You have to type in the HTTPS and all that, right?
Let me type it out. I have the link, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm typing it. After I type it, guys, please save it. And then you can send it to your team. Yeah, Nikki Chan got the right one, but I'm gonna type it again. Okay, guys, I've just typed the link. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep blasting it, guys. So just save it, and I'll see you at the EKW that is happening on the 22nd May. It's a Saturday. Okay, so Sam, it has been a great pleasure hosting you today and asking all these questions. And I'm sure even myself and a lot of people here, we learned a lot from you, and we would love to have you back again one of these days. Okay, so guys, gentlemen, if you learn something, just say thank you, Sam, in the chat box, and probably write down there what else you want to learn from him, because it's already 5:32. We are coming to an end of today's workshop. And we would love to have you next week, because this weekly meeting, we are doing it every single week on Saturday, the exact same time. So when we're already doing something like this, a system that we are already doing for all of us, get your people in, get your downlines and team members involved in our weekly meeting every single week. Okay, Sam, anything else? If not, we can actually call it off.
I just want to announce that for the next few sessions, right, upcoming, we'll be getting more distributors who's been in the business for more than 10 years. So we started last week with Bernard Chan, who's been 10 years in the business. We'll be getting Judy Fleming as well from Singapore, who's been in the business for just over 10 years. And then after that, Gary Gunn and a few others as well. So, okay, thanks for having me on, Simon.
Okay. Okay, guys, so I'm going to unmute everybody. So you can just say hi, bye, whatever it is. Bye. And thank you, everybody. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
You guys still have
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You have a great day. Thank you so much, Sam.
Bye.
Thank you, Sam.
Bye.
Bye, Sam.
Bye, Sonia.
Thank you, Sam.
Hi, thank you.
Sam.
Jolie.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Simon.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Angelina Lopez. Hi, Silvana.
Bye.
Hey there, Sonia.
Bye. See ya. So.
See you there. Hi, Michael Song.
Hello.
See you next week, guys. Hi there. Take care.
Hi, Sam.
Bye.
Hi, Sam. What's up, man?
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
Hi there. Take care.
Bye.